Alright, so let's get started with the last part of the specially shaped Saurian search. So, we're going to be fighting the seahorse thingy. So, we're here in the end. What about your childhood dream? When I became an adult, I finally understood why the Forest Watchers had made those faces they did. Ahem. But anyways, I give it my best shot. I also learned that you should never bring unprocessed pyroregis vine fruit near a jade-plumed terror shroom. By the time I smelled something burning, it was already too late, barely avoided drowning in the spores it poured forth. It's easy to forget, sometimes, that fungi are completely different species from shroom borers. Anyway, speaking of which, they actually are a type of fungus, right? That's right, and they taste especially delicious in soups. But anyway, let's get back to today's challenge. Well, I haven't figured out what to cook. Oh, right, you mean the negotiations. Sorry. Perhaps you've heard the story of the two Fontamer aberrant overlords? It speaks of how the millennial pearl seahorse is described as being proud and noble. By contrast, Emperor of Fire and Iron seems to be a fierce, cruel being, strong but brutal. And here, Paimon thought you'd pick the tougher opponent. After all, wouldn't a stronger opponent make for a cooler story? That is true, but the Emperor is heavily armored crab, while the other party's a seahorse that flies. I wonder, would they call a flying seahorse a Pegasus instead? Wait, is that the question we should be asking right now? Still, if I could only ride it once more. Well, sure then. Looks like you're sticking this one out to the end. While we are here, aren't we? Oh, well, we are here, aren't we? Surely you can't leave empty-handed. Anyway, let's head out once you're ready. I'm ready. Fearless. Start. So yeah, I found out... Oh, I can't bring it up. And I can't forget the start menu. So I found out last time that you can still get a gold ranking with 0 stars on the ranking. Because I did that with the Terror Shroom. Oop, that's not how I wanted to do this, but oh well.
I will have order. Solidify.
Opening box of Adepti tricks. Fast go.
Cue the spotlight! Surprise! Step on up!
Here comes the finale.
Gather.
Rise.
Stabilize.
Surprise! Over here!
Gather.
Oh, you little bastard.
Solidify.
Surprise! Step on up! Let the magic begin!
Gather.
Go.
Order guide you.
Let's get this show on the road.
special killed it off. Alright. Or not the special, the strategy negotiation thing. It looks like he has something to say. And thanks for your hard work over the last few days. We did deviate from our original goal, sure, but I for one have gained much from these experiences. It was quite the series of battles, yes. Gained much. Don't you mean you learned a lot of lessons? That too, yes. Cultivating friendships is a long-term process, and you need to spend more time after making your pick, not like what we did this time. Just like Nutland was once the land of ancient dragons, it is now a land where humans and Saurians put mutual trust in one another, becoming comrades who live side by side. I wonder how long that must have taken. I suppose I was too overeager. I thought we could gain their respect by beating them, which is why I picked such blunt methods. If we had taken our time from the start, perhaps feeding them every day and trying to get closer to them might have boosted our chances. That sounds reasonable enough until you remember that the targets you picked aren't your everyday dogs or cats. True, true. They're more like the Syrians of Notland. That is why I picked them, after all. I imagine that my friends there would understand what an extraordinary thing I've done when I relate these experiences to them. Paimon still doesn't see the similarities. The Primo Bishop aside, but you do you. Huh? The others were quite similar too. The colors, for example. If that's where you're headed, then slimes would also be similar enough, no? I see where you're coming from. They are both elemental creatures. Perhaps slimes do have the potential to become Saurians. Does that mean I should try making friends with slimes first? Slimes would be a safer option, if nothing else. It's all relative, though. We often see newbie adventurers and ordinary passerbys rendered immobile by slimes who've surrounded them. Haha, still, I won't know till I try. Thank you two so much for your help. With any luck, I'll have gained a comrade or two from my adventures, enough to qualify as the protagonist of my very own tale. Have a pleasant journey. And that's the end of that. Collect rewards. Well, I got the ones I was going for. I might try later. Let's see. Can I? No. I was trying to see if I can get the details of the thing up. Well, let's look what he has to say real quick. Let's go. Do not select more than one negotiation. That's going to be a tough fight if I do that one. Yeah, it's going to be a really tough fight. I don't know if I feel like doing that. Just for, like, some Mora. Or whatever it was. Alright. So that's going to be the end of the specially shaped Saurian search. And I'll see you guys later.